everybody, I'm here with a video on products that I regret buying. Now, I don't really have a whole lot, but I was kind of going through my drawers. I've been trying to organize lately because I want to do a makeup collection video, hopefully in the next week or two. And I just found a lot of things that I kind of have in a separate area of I don't use or I don't like or whatever. And there's only probably maybe 10 products here. And a lot of it's lower end stuff like e.l.f. and stuff like that. So it's not like it's a huge waste or anything. And I only have 2 higher-ish end products, so I'm just gonna get started with that. I just thought I'd share with you guys stuff that didn't work for me or I just didn't enjoy using. I'll start with my 2 higher end products that I have. One is the Origins Vitazing moisturizer, and I remember back, when did I get this? I got this a while ago now. Anyways, and it was everybody was going on about it on YouTube and everybody loved it. It was just so great. And so I was like, oh awesome, I need a new moisturizer, so I was gonna try this one out. I bought this and I used it. I started using it and it was good. It was a good moisturizer. And then I kind of noticed that my face was starting to break out right up along here. And in these little red bumps. Which when I had my makeup on and stuff, you couldn't really see them unless you were really up close. But they were just really annoying and I had no idea what it was. And then this was the only thing different that I'd been using. So I cut this out and within 3 days they were gone. So it was really disappointing because I mean it's $40 some I think I paid for this, 45 or something like that for a little 1.7 fluid ounce bottle of moisturizer. It's kind of ridiculous. And I threw out the this and the other high end thing that I have, higher end thing that I have. I threw out the return papers because I didn't really use them right away and I figured I'd like them because I usually do. So I'm kind of stuck with them. I used this for 3 days I think, so it's basically full. So I've yet to find anybody to give it to. I'm scared to give it to somebody though in case it does the same thing to them that it did to me, because that would just seem really rude of me. But so that's kind of why I still have this. I was really disappointed that I didn't like this. Next higher end thing is from MAC, and it was from their Glitter and Ice, maybe, whatever collection they had out at Christmas time. I got this. It's their beauty powder and it's in the shade Snow Globe, and I just thought it looked like such a pretty champagne color, so pretty, just kind of lightly dust over to maybe even used for a highlight. So I bought this. I bought it with I got a paint pot and some eyeshadows and stuff like that from the collection. So I'm way more excited about eye related products than I am face stuff all the time. So I kind of didn't really use this right away. And I went to go use it probably a week after I bought it. And there's absolutely no pigmentation to this whatsoever. Let me swatch this here. See me rub like this? And then you see that. And it's actually, it looks like it's showing up more pigmented on camera than it is in real life. It's so, I was so disappointed in it. It was $24 or something I think it came to. And I have yet to be able to use it. I swirl my brush and swirl and swirl and swirl, and there's nothing on the brush, so quite a waste of money, and I'm very disappointed in that also, because generally out of everything I own out of MAC, this is the only thing that I really have ever had a problem with, so I don't know, whatever. Not much I can do about it now. I got it quite a few months ago. I will get into, sorry for keeping it closer, I just feel I'm so far away from my desk reaching stuff, and then I get closer and it cuts my head off, so anyways, you can see the dog eating his bone over there. Hopefully he'll behave. He tends to get hyper when I try and film videos, so we'll see how that goes. Anyways, next I will get into this, the only other, anyways, this is eyeliner, and it's the L'Oreal Paris Voluminous Eyeliner in black. I am terrible with eyeliner. It's so not my thing, at all, especially liquid and felt tip, and this is felt tip. Start off with, this is what it looks like here. That's the, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that. That might be better. It's literally, it looks like a permanent marker. And I went to the drugstore and asked the lady that was working there for something that was something along the lines of I wanted a felt tip, a pointed one to try and work with to get better at eyeliner. And this is what she recommended to me. She said, oh, this is great. It, you know, be good for people who aren't pros with eyeliner, all that stuff. So I was like, oh, great. I got it home, and it's absolutely terrible. It's so, like, you literally have to use this very, very top point to do it at all. Because if you do it any other way, you get this ginormous line across your eye. For me, anyways. That maybe people who are better with eyeliner might have better experiences with this. I found it absolutely terrible, and it's like, it's not even like black. It's like, I don't even know. It looks almost like a medium toned brown in person. And it's, mind you, I've had it for probably like 6 months. I always keep it like up like this though, like upside down for all the stuff to like drip down. And it's pretty much dried out from like 3 times using it. So that's kind of a little bit of a down part to that too. Next is a brush. It is a Total Face brush by e.l.f. It's one of their, I think it's like one of their $1 ones. I have a lot of e.l.f.'s like studio line brushes, and I generally, for the most part, I like those. For the most part. Anyways, this was their $1 brush, and I needed kind of like, I don't really have any big face brushes for like powder and stuff. I have, let's see here, this is what I use for my powder. It's from e.l.f. It's their powder brush, and it's like the flat one. So I used that, and it's not too bad, but I wanted like a big fluffy one. And so I thought I'd give this a try, just, you know, for the sake of $1. So like I said, I'm not too concerned that it's absolutely a terrible brush. It's so hard. It's like, it's just, it's not something you really want to be rubbing all over your face at all. It's like prickly almost, and it hurts. Not soft at all. So I've used that once, and I'll probably never use it again. Probably actually could really throw it out because I'm never going to use it. I'm terrible at throwing things out though. I always feel the need to keep things even though I don't use them or like them. So needless to say, I have a lot of stuff. Next, I will stick with eye related stuff. This here is a duo from Quo, which I believe only shoppers, carries Quo. Don't quote me on that, but as far as I know. This is their duo in Plum's the Word. And I love purples for my eyes. Purples and like browns and neutrals are basically the only thing I ever put on my eyes. So this I thought was great because I have another one of their duos, and it's bronze something. It's brands and bronzes and all that stuff. And it was actually pretty good. These were like $12 or $14, I kind of forget now. So I bought this one, and these are the 2 colors. That's what they show up as. The dark one's not too bad. It's, you can work with it, but it's kind of, it doesn't look like what it looks like in the pan. Sorry if I keep blinding with the mirror here. It really doesn't show up. I don't even know what it's going to show up as. It's like a really pretty shimmery dark purple, and the light one's super gorgeous, and there's like no pigmentation to it. So that was really disappointing. Even when you wear like a primer or a base, you may as well just wear the base because it's useless. Anyways, next is my e.l.f. eyebrow kit, which I bought. I'm not like super big. I keep dropping all the little brushes out of these. I'm not super big on my eyebrows, like doing them. I just kind of quickly throw some shadow in them really, and away I go. So I bought this anyways to try and be better with my eyebrows. And I hated it. Point blank. This was the only colors that they had that I really felt suited my eyebrows, because the gel color I thought would be fairly similar. On camera my eyebrows probably look black, and they are really dark, but it did look like it was going to be a good match. And it's like the gel, and it's terrible. And then the light color is powder, and it's actually, it would work really well on somebody who had lighter eyebrows than me. If you had like, just like I have like an ashy blonde, that would probably be really good, but does not work for me. Next, I'll do lips, because I have one thing. There are 3 of their lipsticks, and they're all, this one here, what's this called? This is called Seductive. And they're fairly pigmented. Like, these aren't completely terrible. Like, I do use them from time to time. These are probably the only things out of things I'm showing you that I actually sort of use. I use these from time to time, but I have 3 of them, which their swatches online all look completely different. Get them home and they're all fairly similar. There's like, I have another color that's almost the exact same as this one, and then one that's like maybe a shade darker. So I didn't like them for that they look so different online, and I get them home and they're like basically the same colors. And like they're fairly pigmented, but they're really not very moisturizing. They dry out my lips really fast. I find I need to constantly, like, I always have to make sure I put on lip balm before, which I usually do anyway, and then constantly putting on like lip gloss or something on top to keep my lips with some kind of moisture in them, or otherwise it just get like right cracked and like the color sinks into like the lines in your lips and all that stuff. So that's my complaint with this, but they are $1, so I mean, it's not terrible. And next is face powders. I have one from e.l.f., which I guess I'll show you first. This one here is in porcelain. I actually have 2 of these. I have one in sand, which I've used occasionally. I've actually almost hit pan on this, which would make you think that I've used it a whole lot, but there's really very, very little product in these. Very little product. I've used this. You can kind of see in the bottom there where the pan's starting to pop out. It might show up on camera. If I use this once, maybe twice more, you'd hit pan completely. And I've probably only used it 3, maybe 4 times in total since I've had it. So that's one thing that made me not like it, is that there was so little product in it. And these are only like $3, I think. But I just don't find they're really great. They're fairly pigmented, but I just feel like I have these 2 colors, and neither one of them, they're both, I'm fairly pale, which you'll see anyways. So I always have to get usually either the lightest or the second lightest shade of any face products available. And these were, I think, the 2 lightest ones, I believe. Neither one of them is my skin tone really at all. So if I use them really lightly, they're not too bad to kind of set foundation, or especially if it's just kind of an everyday thing and I'm not going anywhere or whatever, I'll use it pretty much just to use up. So like I'll probably end up using this eventually. Well, maybe. If I run out. I always use the MAC MSFs anyway, so. And then I bought this one. It's Maybelline. It's from their Fit Me line, which I bought this. And I actually have a concealer that I probably should have included in this, but I don't know where it is. Anyways, don't like the Fit Me line at all. It's really, these look pigmented whenever I swatch my fingers, but they're really not that great at all. I find their color selection isn't very good with the Fit Me line, and I was just very disappointed with this, I found. There seemed to be a lot of hype for it whenever it first came out, so I bought this and the concealer, and I almost bought the foundation. But I found that, like I said, the color selection just really wasn't very good. This is a 120 Classic Ivory. And in a lot of things when I get Classic Ivory, it's usually a pretty good match for my skin tone, but this just didn't really cut it. So I wasn't really happy with that. But I have used it a few times. I used to keep it in my purse just as kind of a little touch-up if I needed it. And that might actually be where my concealer is. But it's not good. I don't recommend it. Anyways, my last product is from NYX, which I love. I love NYX. I only really have a bunch of jumbo eye pencils, I have a foundation, and I have this and like a little bit of blush. So I don't have a whole lot of stuff from their line. Oh, and I have some eyeshadows. Anyways, completely off track again here. But generally, I really enjoy the products. This, I did not. I thought it looked great. You know, you get your contour and your blush all in one. And it's in Marbella. Not pigmented at all. Let's see, give some fingers here. See, this is the problem I'm having. Everything looks so much more pigmented on camera. Yeah, those look pigmented. They're really not. The pink is really... They're pigmented enough that you could use them. You could. I find they're really chalky though. Which I don't know if that's going to show up for you guys on camera either. But the pink is a really chalky color. Yeah, like, and it has that really chalky feeling. And like same with the bronzer, contour, whatever. It's kind of to the point with... You can tell I haven't played with these very much because I kind of tried them once and it's like, ew, and I never used them since. But this is kind of, like, I can't even get that off my finger. So I feel like that wouldn't be very good if you go, like, that would be hard to work with for your contour. Anyways, can you tell I didn't really think that one through very well, but I seen it in my drawer and I was like, I don't use that, so I don't like it. Throw it in the video. So, like I said, chalky, and they have like that chalky feeling. So I wouldn't really, I don't know, I don't like stuff like that. I like my face to feel smooth all the time. That's just me. Other people might like this, who knows. Anyways, I feel like I've done enough rambling to last a very long time. So I'm going to cut this video off and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.